It's Wednesday night, and you know what that means. Just a Bit Outside radio show live on the air, live on YouTube, live on Facebook. Share the link, share the love, like, subscribe, do all the things that the crazy influencer kids are saying, and just show us some love. As always, you got Mark, you got Keisha. Keisha, how's it going?
Hey, what's going on, outsiders?
Test. I'm stupid.
Oh. Why are you saying you're stupid? What's wrong?
Because I said test and I don't have anything to hear. If test,
oh gosh.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. So you can hear us finally. It's been a comedy of errors these last few minutes. But hey, let's just go through with the show. You got Mark, you got Keisha. Keisha, how's it going?
What the hell did I just say? I didn't know what to say now.
Words out of my mouth.
Oh, God. Okay, you guys, what is up? Okay, I'm going to try to run this back as best as possible. So, what I was saying was I'm doing great, you guys. I'm doing great. It's Gemini season, and it's also Pride Month, so the Alphabet Gang is in full effect, and if you're like me and you're celebrating, you know, your birthday season and Pride, I mean, it's just, you're doing double duty and you're absolutely here for it all and loving it. And yeah, that's what it is. We're going to get things started since we are a little bit behind on schedule, and we want to try to get this thing in before this game starts tonight, which, does it start at 8 o'clock or 8:30? Or 9 o'clock? Am I just... 8:30? Okay. Yeah. Okay, all right. I just want to keep track of time.
Makes me happy because, you know, the boy's got a job now. He gets off work at 8, so I'm like, we're going to hurry our ass up to get home.
Yeah. Make sure you got pizza on deck, you know what I mean? For tonight, I'm thinking about getting some pizza myself. But back to what's going on around town and how we kick things off with the show. The Orioles they did something very special this weekend. I'm pretty sure this is the first time that they've done this, Mark, to this extent. And what I'm referencing is they had a Star Wars themed weekend.
Yeah.
Now, we have previously had Star Wars Day, right, where it's just one day, you get a bobblehead, but I don't think we've ever done a weekend. Not that I can remember.
No, not that I can recall.
Yeah, I think this is pretty new. And you know how much we love Star Wars here at JABO. We talk about it all the time, you know. And speaking of which, Mark, at some point we're going to talk about Mandalorian and Grogu. Have you seen it yet?
I still have not, but that's going to change tomorrow.
Oh my God! I'm taking your lightsaber pass. I'm stripping you of your Millennium Falcon keys. I don't know how I feel about that. But I digress. We'll talk about that offline. But back to the Orioles, you guys. So, super cool weekend. Star Wars themed all weekend. And I just kind of wanted to give you guys just a little, some little tidbits of what was going down. They hosted the series against the Toronto Blue Jays, and they had Star Wars themed activities. They had fireworks. They kicked the weekend off on Friday, right? And Fridays at the yard, home games, party at the yard. So I'm pretty sure they had some Star Wars themed music mixed up in there with the DJing that they do normally on Friday nights. Yeah. And on Friday, after the game, there was a Star Wars themed like fireworks and drone show.
And drones.
Yeah, man. It's pretty cool. I didn't get to go, but I'll talk a little bit about that. Why I didn't eat later in the show. But yeah, so that was the way they kicked things off on Friday. Saturday, excuse me. Allergies are getting me today, man. Saturday, they gave away a Jordan Westberg Star Wars themed bobblehead. And then on Sunday, I think Sunday was like Kids Day, so they gave all the kids a Star Wars themed poster.
Yeah.
So, all types of really cool things, fan-friendly things, and, I was, the first time around, I was saying, they gotta do something, because the Orioles have just been such a letdown this season. I think I had some other choice words the first time around, but now I'm a little more cognizant of what I'm doing. But, yeah, they owe the fans something, because whatever's going down right now, this ain't it. But, Mark, what I really wanted to talk to you about the most was, which, depending upon how you look at it, it could be really cool or it could sound kind of scary. I'm on the middle ground here. So I'm going to need you to help me out with this, okay?
Okay.
So the Orioles did a Star Wars kind of limited edition menu for the weekend.
Okay.
Okay? So what they had were the first thing, it just gets wilder and wilder. I'm going to start with the most basic of stuff.
I was going to make a joke.
So they had these, what they called these dueling lightsabers hot dogs, right? So it was foot long, burst beef topped with cheese sauce and Takis. The Takis little chips?
Oh, yeah.
Kyber crystals. I mean, now, I don't know what I really don't eat hot dogs like that, but the cheese sauce with the Kyber crystals, somebody's going to have to, fill me in on that. That sounds a little wild to me. And so that was one of the items. They had what they called a spice bag chicken, which was like an Irish inspired dish. Okay. All right, that sounded actually pretty good. They were it was a fried chicken with fries, chili peppers, bell peppers, and onions, covered in cartel curry sauce and served in a bag.
Oh my.
Yeah. Like I said, it just gets crazier and crazier.
That sounds messy.
This is the one that was scary, like the most scary to me. And it makes sense. It's par for the course. Grogu's fresh catch of the day. Have you heard about this one?
I think I did, actually.
Fried frog legs with lemon, garlic, and parsley. And it was served with garlic Parmesan fries. What is with everybody trying to shove garlic up Grogu's ass? Like, what is going on?
Okay, yeah. Officially, I think I'm over the garlic Parmesan trend because it's everywhere.
Right, like, what is that about? They just, because it's green? Because Grogu is green?
I guess so. I don't know.
Like, what? Grogu, garlic, maybe they sound alike. I don't know, but don't you think that's funny?
Yeah.
They had the Parmesan fries. Burger King had all of this garlic. Like, half the damn menu was garlic. Right. It's just like weird.
It's like the popular thing right now. Garlic parm.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Whatever. So, I gotta ask you, and outsiders, I gotta ask you, would you or have you eaten frog legs? I know this thing is kind of big down in Florida, but you really can't trust Florida people. They're special. But yeah, Mark, would you try this? Or have you tried this?
I ain't never tried frog legs. I ain't never gonna try frog legs. No, hell, I'd be interested to see how much they sold, because, I consider myself sometimes pretty experimental with food, But
Right.
no, I'm not putting no. I understand people eat them in France. We're not in France. We're in the U.S. of A. Red, white, and blue. No, I'm not eating no frog legs.
And I gotta tell you, this picture that I'm looking at on this internet right here, they don't necessarily look like frog legs. You know, if you didn't know that if they didn't put a sign up and they just sat it out, because it does look bold and delicious.
Yeah.
You know. I'm sure they can get some people, a good, decent amount of people, to eat that thing just off the strength of presentation alone.
Oh, and there's probably someone out there like, it tastes like chicken.
Right. Yeah. That's the same thing they say about them damn alligator nuggets. And I have tried those, and no, it doesn't at all.
Oh.
And I'm mad I got lied to.
Over there on the YouTube comments.
Oh gosh, somebody ate them things. Oh God, please, please don't. I hope it's not Harry. I don't want to judge him today.
Harry says, yes, I have. It tastes like chicken.
Oh my gosh, Harry. Oh man, okay. Oh man, thanks for tuning in and commenting as always, man. We appreciate you. That's just funny.
Is that the chicken after you like a 12-pack deep, or like chicken when you're sober and fresh out of fryer? That's all I want to know.
Yeah, let me tell you something, okay? I don't want to know either experience. I don't want to know either experience. I'm not. And this is one thing that I'm okay with, going my whole life without trying, because it just, once you know that they are frog legs, you just can't. To me, it's like you can't unsee the fucking legs.
Right. Right.
I don't know. It's weird. It's super weird. But yeah, big kudos to the Oriole Park and the Orioles coming up with that Star Wars weekend. I'm pretty sure it was a major success. The one thing that I can say about the Orioles, no, they have not been playing great. And, I am seriously questioning where they got this new manager from.
Right.
I mean, it's just... Okay, we're not going to do this today. We're not going to do this today, because this could take a dangerous turn, and we could abandon everything that we're talking about, that we're supposed to talk about. But we will table this discussion till next week, because guess what? We about to come up on All-Star Weekend, Midsummer Classic, so it's a good time to start having the real conversations, right?
Hey. Next week,
we've seen enough.
Next week we get a pretty good distraction though. Next week starts the World Cup.
I know. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to start talking about that, guys. You guys don't know how bad I've just been sitting, just patiently. My nails are down to nubs. I cannot wait to start talking about this World Cup though. But yeah, we'll give the Orioles more energy next week.
Okay.
All right, but we'll just give them the kudos for coming up with the Star Wars weekend. That is one thing that they've done right this season. All right, we're gonna hold on to that.
While we're on the Star Wars subject, I had a little story to kind of like go over with the outsiders. Let you know about it. And maybe you've heard, maybe you haven't heard, I don't know. But I just thought I'd bring it up real quick. And this is something that we could seriously talk for like 4 hours. I've seen people talk about it for hours. So I'm going to try to get it low and dirty for people that may not know. Because while the Orioles had their own Star Wars weekend, I had my own kind of sort of Star Wars weekend going on here because I was just caught up in drama. There's a YouTube channel that kind of got a lot of attention. I don't know if you've heard about this. This guy, Reckless Ben, he posted about a Star Wars Lego collection that got stolen. Have you heard from this?
No.
Yeah. So.
Oh my gosh.
This this guy, him and his son, like kind of built a really large Lego Star Wars collection. You know, Star Wars has had a really long collaboration with Lego. There's like sets that are retired, so there's sets that are really expensive nowadays, and they estimated.
I was getting ready to say, I'm sorry to interject, but I just kind of wanted to give people a little more detail so they get. I have a feeling I know where this is going. I want people to understand the gravity of this. Okay. So with these Lego collections, you guys, the time and money that is put into these things, after some point, like after you get so far, it goes from, to me personally, the way that I look at it, from being a hobby to an investment.
Oh yeah. These guys, they collected for like 15, 20 years, father and son. And estimated they spent $30,000. The investment that it's matured to is estimated anywhere from $150K to $200K.
What I tell you. I mean, that is just basic. It's an and oh my God, my heart's like beating. So go ahead with the story. Oh God.
So in 2024, the father, he's up there. He's in his 80s now. I think he's 83 today. Health isn't as good as it was. So him and his son decided to sell off the collection to. I guess one of the things he wants to see is his grandchildren get tuition money for college, and that's what this is going for, to help his family. And so the son, he takes the collection to his local Bricks And Minifigs store. It's a chain of like Lego retailers, resellers. They have an official deal with Lego to resell for them, and talks to the consignment deal. From whatever point in 2024 to January 2025, 65-35, everyone's happy. In around November, I want to say 2024, the owner of the store, her and her husband are preparing to move out of the country for reasons, and they contacted Bricks And Minifigs corporate to say, hey, we're thinking about selling our store. And, we have this huge consignment and everything. The Bricks And Minifigs corporate said, okay, we'll try to find a buyer. They contact them, say, hey, we have a buyer. We're going to send people down to you to take a look. Those new people get down there, and without even, making a deal to buy it, they kick the old owners out as part of corporate. Like, if you guys don't leave, we're going to call the cops kind of thing. The owner.
Wait, hold up. What the heck?
Right? The owner, she was smart. She had cameras installed, so she kind of recorded everything that they said. And this Bricks And Minifigs corporate guy acknowledges the consignment is there and says the new owners will take this on. So, really, the guy whose collection it is and the owner, they've been fighting this. They fought this for about a year. And then October, November last year, the son contacts this YouTuber, Reckless Ben.
Okay.
I'm going to try to go faster because I know we only got limited time tonight. But I highly suggest check out the Reckless Ben YouTube channel. There's so many videos about this thing already. But when I tell you this story is crazy, you have no idea how crazy it gets. So Ben does his absolute best to try to get at least compensation for these Lego sets. He goes and he talks to the people. The moment he gets there just to talk to the manager of the store, they kick him out. You're trespassing. He's like, I've never been here before. He has a conversation with one of the owners, and everything, they're kind of rude. They go from, we don't have the sets, to, I don't know what sets you're talking about.
What?
They tried every story in the book, and this is skipping over so much. Towards the end of part 1, because there's many videos, the owner even says, if Brian the son apologizes for like accusing us or whatever, then we'll give him the sets. Brian doesn't want to apologize, which is his right, and I don't blame him for that. So Ben, he makes an AI video of Ben apologizing, sends it to the owner, and the owner is like, okay, now just apologize to the store manager and we're good. And they're like, okay, whatever. So they go to the store, and immediately the store manager's like, you guys are trespassing again. Gets them kicked out. Doesn't get them arrested, not yet. But she doesn't want to hear anything about it. The owner, he's like, okay, well, you guys did your part. You apologized. And they're like saying they're going to try to get the Lego sets to him. Tomorrow, next week. This goes on for over a month. And they figure they're just giving them the runaround, right? Mind you, this is Star Wars. This is Lego Star Wars. That's all it is. It's Legos. So Ben, he figures out that they're not going to give up the Legos, and he arranges to file in small claims courts. He kind of has his friends buy up pieces of the collection so that they each can file small claims, because you can't file $100,000 in small claims.
So what?
Yeah, so they get the small claims set up, and the Bricks and Minifigs never ever responds. So with no response, he files for default judgment, and the very next day after they file for default judgment, Bricks and Minifigs shuts the store down, because that's who he sued, was the store, the individual store. Store closes. They don't have to pay a dime, right?
What?
Yeah. So part 2 of this series, it picks up pretty much right there.
Oh my gosh!
They know that their options now are they can sue the individual owners, because there's 2 owners to the store. So that's what he decides to do. Check out where this goes. This is about Legos, right? Bricks and Minifigs. The Bricks and Minifigs headquarters is in Utah. I forget what. It's like greater Salt Lake City area. So Ben goes down there. He has kind of a conversation with the CEO. The CEO is kind of standoffish, kind of a dick. Sometimes he seems like he really wants to help, and then he's like, like when he saw like being a dick wasn't working, he tried the whole emotional route. Oh no, I totally got you. So, one of the things of filing these individual lawsuits is Ben had to have a good faith conversation with these 2 owners before the lawsuit can proceed. The one owner, the one owner, Brandon, like Ben gets him to come outside of the house, but Brandon doesn't say a word. He just stands there until he gets the cops. And the cops come and they trespass Ben for being on the property. Ben submits that to the court. The court says, okay, you did your good faith effort. Lawsuit can proceed. The other owner, Josh Johnson, dude, this guy I think is a psycho. I really do. Ben had conversations with him in the first video, and he even told Ben, how do I know you didn't steal the Legos? And much more colorful language. Much more colorful language. There's a reason for that too. And no, you stole the Legos, man. It was you. We didn't steal it. And basically told him, take us to court. It's going to be stuck in court. They're a corporation. They have money. They can outlast them in court. So let's just skip ahead a little bit. Ben needs to serve papers to Josh because he can't have this good faith conversation. So he needs to serve papers for the lawsuit. And Josh doesn't want to take the papers at all. Doesn't come out of his house. Calls the cops on Ben 4 times. On the 4th time, one of the cops looks at the paperwork, goes to his car, calls the courthouse of the jurisdiction, verifies that the papers are real, because they had said this doesn't even look real. Verifies the lawsuit is real, comes back to the car and arrests Ben. This is American Fork, Utah. This police department has like 22 officers. This is the most wild.
This is crazy.
It's the wild shit ever. They arrest him. Mind you, this was a couple days after they pulled over his car for absolutely no reason. Said that they suspected he had heroin and searched his car for 3 hours.
Yo, what in the fuck?
Now, so it turns out that a lot of the cops, looking at their background, their education, everything, a lot of them went to BYU. This is Utah. The guys from Bricks And Minifigs, a lot of them went to BYU. And apparently there's a lot of collusion and whatnot within the Mormon church of, we all scratch each other's backs and whatnot. One of the cops even told Ben, he's like, this isn't like California. We do things different here. It's like, well, you're a cop, so you need to do things the right way. Now,
what in the hell?
Right, we went from Legos to like police corruption. Ben is finally released from jail because he had gotten arrested. They didn't want to even give him bail. Like they didn't want to give him bail over
What in the hell?
So he gets released, and as he's headed home, his roommate calls and says, "Yeah, a cop was just here. Said they have a warrant for you. It's a non-bail warrant." So they're looking to put him back in jail with no warrant, with no bail this time. Period. The video ends with Ben in Mexico to get away from this warrant.
What the fuck? What?
Right now, I'm telling you, this was like Wednesday, Thursday last.
Yo.
This was like Wednesday, Thursday last week when I got turned on to this. When I say every single day there's something new, every single day there's something new. The American Fork Police, the CEO, he was like on a live stream interview on Friday night, did not do himself any favors. The American Fork Police Department released the absolute worst video response to it because Ben had FOIA requested all kinds of body cam and dash cam video, so he comes with receipts. When I say he comes with receipts, the boy has receipts. And then,
right.
The CEO of Patreon came out because Bricks And Minifigs has filed a temporary restraining order, and Bricks And Minifigs is going after like all his YouTube channels and everything, like saying they need to be pulled down. Attacked his Patreon, and the CEO of Patreon, he made a video and he was like, "We got your temporary restraining orders to take down his content, blah blah blah." He's like, "We're not going to do that."
Cease and desist.
Yeah, he's like, "We're not going to do that, and if you don't like that, you can sue us," which is exactly what they kept telling Ben. You can sue us.
Oh my god.
And then just today, like, there's some old news clippings came out where Armand McNuff, or whatever his name is, the CEO of Bricks And Minifigs, and the store owner, Josh, they were like Mormon missionaries together 20 plus years ago. You know what a missionary is, right? Where like they go off and they spread the word of God. It's usually like two paired up together. But yeah, they were like Mormon missionaries 20 years ago. And here they are like totally railroading this kid. And this, I mean, it really goes back to the man and his family. Like all they were trying to do was sell the Legos to like provide for the family. And suddenly we have like international running. This is the most wild. He's working on a part 3 video. He hasn't been able to finish it yet. And he teased it the other day by saying like it went from misdemeanor stuff in the second video to felony stuff in the third video they're trying to pin on him. I am invested. Grey's Anatomy could not write this shit. Like, but I mean,
dude.
While it is funny to laugh at, like we have like police corruption, corporations just absolutely railroading people. Man, this is the craziest shit ever.
Yo, can I just say that I don't know what I was expecting, but this exceeded whatever horrific thing I was bracing myself for, because I knew somebody was going to steal it. I knew. I was expecting somebody broke into their house or something. This is like I don't know,
Right?
some type of James Patterson, Tom Clancy. I don't even like. It's nuts.
Right?
That is. Oh my God.
Yes. Yes.
And like you said, we're talking about Legos. You know this is going to be a movie like 10 years from now or something.
Oh, I can't wait for the Netflix documentary.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That is insane. But shame on that store, whatever their name is. Shame on them. And they are so lucky that they closed it. I understand that they closed it down, but they're lucky they was able to close it down. Because if it was me, boy, that shit would have went drastically different. I would have been in jail for real for some whole other shit. Like, seriously, and shame on them. That is insane. And I totally feel bad for this guy.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I don't even know how, but it just kept getting worse.
Right?
Like, when I'm listening to you, every time I talk, I'm like, okay, so this is the grand finale. And then you just kept talking. I just kept saying, what is happening?
And that's the thing, there's no finale. We're, like, living in the middle of it right now.
Yo, that is... Oh, man, Jesus. That is definitely not on anybody's Star Wars bingo card, I'll tell you that.
Like I said, the YouTuber's name is Reckless Ben. It's a phenomenal watch. I will say the first video is really long. It's like an hour and a half, but it is completely worth it. And I'm invested. Like, I want him to win.
Yeah. I might have to check that out. Like, look, we're from home tomorrow, so
there you go.
I'll be able to, put it on a little speaker and crank it up to 11.
Hell yeah.
Might have to do that, because, oh my God. I don't even know, what the hell are we talking about the rest of the show? I completely forgot. It's crazy. Okay, let me take a look at our menu. So we talked about Star Wars Weekend. Oh, okay, all right, really quickly, you guys. I was in Philly for the Roots picnic. I did see the Jay-Z performance. If you are a Jay-Z fan, if you're a fan of 90s hip-hop, Saturday night was really, I felt like for our generation, like our age group.
Yeah.
Alright, because, they had De La Soul, and you know how much we love De La,
Okay.
They had Brandy come out there, and of course she brought out Monica. I mean, even Brandy was even rocking the cross colors outfit. I mean, it was just, it was so 90s. And also on one of the smaller stages, which I really appreciated, they had like this go-go hour where these different go-go bands performed, and it was just like, man, that was hype. But the grand finale, of course, and what everybody's been talking about was the Jay-Z performance. And Mark, let me tell you, I go to a lot of festivals, I go to a lot of concerts.
Oh yeah.
That shit on Saturday, I mean, I just kept taking video after video after video because I just never want to forget. I just did. I just felt like I just had to document it for myself personally.
Nice.
Because it was legendary, yo. Back in the 90s, depending upon how old you are, you may or may not have seen Jay-Z in his prime.
Mm-hmm.
I think I don't even think I don't even think I did. Not in the 90s. I didn't. So for JC to come out there and perform like his old shit, and then not only, just having the whole state property crew out there, Memphis Bleak, Beanie Siegel, Philadelphia Freeway, man, it was just. Oh man, it was just crazy. And it was one thing to bring all of them out, but the whole sum total of it is that the fucking music is being performed by the Roots band. It was just
right.
I mean, it just blows out anything that y'all thought was cool, and I'm not trying to shit on these other things, but Nas at the lyric, Jeezy doing the orchestra, man, Jay-Z shut all that shit down. Okay. and I mean, and it was like a 2-hour performance. Okay, and man, it was just absolutely amazing, Mark. Like, honestly, top 5 concerts experiences. It's in my top 5.
Wow.
Yeah, man, and it was just a jam. Everybody was out there jamming. Everybody loves Jay-Z. Everybody knows Jay-Z's song. Everybody was rapping that shit. I mean, it was just, the energy and everything was just crazy. It's just crazy. Everybody's talking about the hair. He combed out his locks. You know, I do have to be a little. I was a little surprised when he first came out. I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And I'm like, "That's crazy." Like, yo, what is happening? You know, he also brought Jasmine Sullivan out there, who surprised a lot of people because she had some changes as well. She had lost a little bit of weight, and she had this blonde hairstyle. And I swear to God, I don't know if she was paying homage or I don't know what she was doing, but she looked like Mary J. fucking Blige, you know. But I know that Mary J. Blige was she's a different. I mean, she's an older woman, so she has a different body shape. I mean, I knew she looked like Mary J. Blige, but I knew it wasn't Mary. And everybody was, you know, you could hear everybody arguing in the crowd, like, "That's Mary J. Blige." They're like, "No, it's not. It's not Mary J. Blige." Ended up being fucking Jasmine Sullivan. I mean, that was just another little treat. I mean, it was great. It was great. You know. You're gonna hear some things about the logistics, but what's the best? I mean, all right. So here's my thing, dude. You are at a festival where there was a legit 40 to 45,000 people standing around outside.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, people have been to clubs. People have been to bars. They know what the let out is like that at parties and things like that. You know what I mean?
Oh, no.
Can you imagine? You know, just take that type of activity and put it on a scale of 40 to 45,000 people.
Hell no.
You know, it's like, and it's not like you have, 6, 7 different exits. There's probably only 2 or 3.
Wow.
You know, so it took some people, my group included, no bullshit. It took some people a very long time to get out. It didn't really take us that long because, you know, Mark, you know, like I said, I'm experienced with this shit. I know what the deal is, right? When we first got there and we first set up our little area, I said, "Listen, you guys, we want to sit, you know, toward." Get too far in, and we kind of want to stay on the outsides, you know, because, you know, at these festivals, I mean, you've seen them. It's people on top of each other at some point. And I knew Jay-Z was going to bring that type of energy because everybody was going to want to see him.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so we were towards the back. So we were like, you know, in the last one in, first one out kind of scenario. But it still took us like a really long time to leave. And then it was like we had to walk like a mile and a half before we could get to a spot where we could get an Uber to get on, to go home. Man, it was brutal at the end, but oh so worth it, man. Like, me and my group, we had an absolute ball.
Nice.
We had an absolute ball, man. So, yeah, so that's that. Holy crap. All right, 7:45. We're going to rip it, you guys, from here on out. We got a basketball game tonight. Big shout out to San Antonio Spurs for taking down, I mean, Oklahoma City might be the new enemy of the NBA for real, because, you know, this series brought out a lot of shit.
Yeah.
With the flopping, the officiating, the rough play, you know, you guys don't know how happy I am San Antonio is able to come out on top of that one. Because I really was pulling for Wemby and the gang. San Antonio coming out of a 7-game series with a well-rested Knicks squad who just beat the absolute shit out of Cleveland. And yes, if you are in the state of Ohio, you should be fucking embarrassed. So that was just ridiculous and disgusting. I'm disgusted with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Everybody would be fired if I was in charge. So yeah, coming off of a 4-game series, right? Because they just completely shut those Bamas out. Yep. And it's so many interesting dynamics to this, Mark, right? So because we, if you compare the age groups or the average ages between the two teams,
yeah,
right? We have a well-rested, seasoned, veteran, they're more experienced team, right? Versus a young team who has just been jamming. They've been jamming. They went the distance with the Timberwolves, going the distance with Oklahoma City, and I think that is going to be one of the most important aspects of tonight. How are the San Antonio Spurs, who are at home, by the way?
Yeah.
How did they come out in this game one? Right? Because game one, I believe game one was in Oklahoma City, wasn't it?
I think so.
Against the Spurs. And as a matter of fact, we're going to take a look at that shit right now. I believe, yes, game one was in Oklahoma City. And guess what? They won that game. There was no sense of fatigue, and I kind of believe that it won't be anything different here. I don't think we're going to see the fatigue. These guys are young, and they're hungry, and honestly, they're probably going off of adrenaline right now.
Yeah. That Western Conference series, that was 7 hard-fought games, physical.
Yeah, sure.
I think it has them primed and ready for tonight.
Absolutely. And, the flip side of it, because we have very similar situations, right? Because OKC had just come off of beating the brakes off. I can't remember who the hell they beat. God damn it. I can't remember, but they had rest. We talked about this.
Yeah.
OKC had rest, and they didn't. The first game really didn't come out as sharp as I thought they would. So I'm just wondering if we'll see something similar with the New York Knicks, and they're on the road in San Antonio.
Yeah.
Mark, are there any? Is there an interesting aspect, something that you were thinking about in regards to tonight's matchup, the NBA Finals?
Pretty much exactly what you said. It's just
yeah.
Seeing how the Knicks come back from so much rest and how San Antonio responds after not as much rest. But
yeah.
It's interesting how people cast the Knicks right now. I saw something saying that these were the island of misfit toys that no one wanted, so they were just kind of thrown together. It's no, come on, these are NBA studs. Come on.
Yeah. I think you remember when Karl Anthony Towns got traded, how I was shocked.
Right.
And I thought Minnesota was the dumbest motherfucker on the planet. I was so disgusted with them.
Yeah, and to be honest, I've never been the biggest Knicks fan, so I was kind of oh, I feel bad for Cat going there, but
yeah, we had a whole conversation about that.
Yeah, he's making it work, so good for him.
Yeah. So let's talk numbers in the few minutes that we have left. Right now, we've got San Antonio Spurs. Of course, they're at home. Of course, they are a favorite. -4.5. I'm kind of surprised. I think that's pretty generous. I don't know. Over under 217.5. First things first, let's talk about the spread on the game. How you feel about those 4.5 points, Mark?
Go with the Knicks.
Yeah, plus 4.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see it being like a one, like last second
One or
shot.
two. Yeah. That almost. Yeah. I do like that. I do agree with you, and I'm gonna also kind of add my little 2 cents. I just like for the San Antonio. I feel that San Antonio Spurs are gonna squeak out the win tonight.
Yep.
I think they'll be, they're at home. They're on a high. Wemby is what? He's in his 3rd year, and that man said about Game 7 that was life or death for him.
Right.
Yo, he is not of this world. Okay? Like, for someone to be so... But, yo, do you understand what I'm saying? Do you feel what I'm saying with this, though?
Absolutely.
That shit was Mamba-esque. That shit was cold. Like, it gave me chills, yo. I have not seen that type of panache, whatever you want to call it, since, like, Kobe Bryant, for real.
Yeah.
Seriously. And that man cut all his hair off, everything. I mean, it was crazy. Shit was just crazy, man. And I think they are locked in. And the fact that they were able to bust down that Game 7 in Oklahoma City, yo, I'm telling you, these young boys, they licking their chops right now.
Yeah.
And they are looking to make a statement tonight. You better believe it, baby. You better believe it. Now, when we talk about this over-under, I have no idea. That one's really scary. For me, outsiders, I beg you, stay away from that. Stay away from that, because I don't know what type of New York Knicks we're going to get tonight. Seriously.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that the San Antonio Spurs are going to try to run and gun, because the Knicks are a defensive team. They work best when they slow down that basketball.
Yeah.
But, as far as, the tempo of the New York Knicks, I'm just really not sure. If there's any outsiders out there that want to comment on that in the next few minutes, give me your thoughts or, your feelings of how it's going to go tonight, I'd love to hear it. I would really love to hear it. Do we want to give series predictions? How about let's do that since it's game 1. Let's get that. Let's throw that out there.
All right.
Winner and how many games?
I'm in agreement with you that San Antonio is going to take the win tonight. Knicks are going to take the series. I think this could be 7.
Woo! I love it. I am right there with you, brother. 7 games, but I'm rocking with the young Bucks. It is a new day, ladies and gentlemen. Like Sister Mary Clarence said on Sister Act, it is a new day.
Hold on. You're the Knicks fan. I'm the one that's not a Knicks fan. Are you going?
I know.
What?
I know, but you know what? Let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you something, man. I'm gonna tell you something. You know how much I love basketball.
Yeah.
And what this kid Wemby has been accomplishing. I mean, like, dude, looking. He's just his style of basketball. I mean, he's revolutionizing the game. And if you have been paying close attention like I have, we literally watched him grow up a little bit with this playoffs, this season's playoffs. Because by the time, they was whooping his ass. First round, second round. By the time they got to Oklahoma City, he had kind of, changed a little bit. He was handling it a lot better. He was throwing it back. You know what I mean? Like, I really feel like we have watched him, grow up just a little bit. Not all the way, because the boy still got a lot of, he's got growing to do. He's young.
Yeah.
you saw him really step into a leadership role. You can see it when how he was interacting with his teammates.
Yep.
And man, I just love it. I love it. Yes, I am a Knicks fan. I am an old school Knicks fan too. You know this. Okay? Latrell Trokum Sprewell, John Starks, Grandmama, Patrick Ewing, Charles Oakley, all of those, I love all of those guys. But, I just have such a tremendous respect, not just for Wemby, but for this team, the coach. I want them to have it more. It's crazy. And I think he'll get it.
I just need you to know Spike Lee is disappointed in you.
I know. He's standing on the sideline with his hands on his hips right now. Like, fuck you, Keisha. But yeah, I do. Keisha says, Spurs in 7.
Wow.
Spurs in 7. It's crazy, and all of my New York buddies, they're gonna cuss me out. I'm not even gonna look at my phone after this. But it's cool. But yeah, so there we have it. Really quick honorable mentions before we sign off for the evening. Congratulations to Myles Garrett and what the fuck to Cleveland. Cleveland Browns. You literally let go of your best defensive player, and you know what? You didn't deserve to have him anyway. I'm sorry, Shador, but I don't think you're going to be there too much longer anyway. But congratulations to Myles Garrett, because now at least he has a fighting shot at something that he should have on his resume, and that's a Super Bowl.
I saw some video like the Rams assembled the Avengers. It's like, don't get me wrong, two-time defensive player of the year, but let's not hand them the championship yet.
Yeah, you heard what I said, a shot.
Yeah,
a shot at it. They got a shot.
Hell yeah.
The Ravens will have something to say about that, but I'm telling you, after what the fuck the Orioles just pulled, this Jesse Mentor, he better be the truth. That's all I know. Okay? Yep. That's all I know right now. And here I am slipping back into them damn Orioles. We're not going to do that. So is there anything else you got really quick, real on wrestling, or you want to table that till next week?
Table that, but... as the NBA has their finals going on, last night the Stanley Cup started. Shout out to the Vegas Knights. They're up 1-0, and I don't see how Vegas doesn't win at all.
Yes, I'm a Golden Knights fan. Yep. That's like my second team. If it ain't the Cappies, then I love them Golden Knights, baby. Yeah. Love them Golden Knights. Jack Eichel. Yeah, so there you have it, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in with us tonight. We hope you enjoyed these finals as much as we're going to enjoy them. We will be back next week. What's today? Wednesday. Let me think in my head. Yeah, look for us. Let's say Tuesday or Wednesday. Mark, I'd like to get together somewhere around the middle of that series. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Yeah, and then we can do that, and then we promise you we'll let everybody get their frustrations out on the Orioles next week.
Yep.
All right. Baltimore 4-0. You know how we end this show. Everybody and beyond, you know what to do. Spread love, yo. Give hugs. The weather is warm. Sun's out, guns out. We love sundresses too. So do your civic duty and beautify America. I am Keisha, and on the other end of the line is my favorite piece of pepperoni, Mark. And we are just a bit outside. Peace. Everybody enjoy the rest of your week.